Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. Well, today I am going to show you how to make this simple homemade chocolate custard that you're going to whip up in a few minutes, and then you're going to just let it stay in the fridge until you're ready to serve it. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen. So now first what we're going to do is prep our dry ingredients, and what that's going to be is a half a cup of granulated white sugar. Now you can also use a sugar of choice. We will be using in this chocolate custard 1 tablespoonful of brown packed sugar, and I'm going to be using 2 tablespoonfuls of cocoa powder, and so now that was 1 tablespoonful of all-purpose flour and 2 tablespoonfuls of cornstarch. So I'll fix that now right off the bat, now that I know. Yeah, because we don't need to fold that one up. Yep. And if you can't have the all-purpose gluten flour, you use a flour of choice, and 1/4 teaspoonful of instant coffee. So now, of course, all of these ingredients that I'm giving you here today is going to be posted below in just under the video. And again, I guess I'm giving all these ingredients, Raymond, all over the place. Teaspoonful, tablespoonful, but yes, go by the recipe. So what I'm doing here now is trying to get all of this dry ingredients put together equally, so it's not going to have any lumps, because we're making a custard. We don't want a lumpy custard, we want this delicious chocolate custard. Sure, now that's all you got to do there, Raymond. We're going to get over to the stovetop. So I'm going to be putting into a medium pot 2 cups of milk. You could use 2% milk, old milk, or milk of choice, I'm going to say, whichever one that you drink. I'm going to let this start to warm, and then I'm going to show you what to do next. 2 eggs here. I'm going to toss them in to my bowl here and put the eggs over here for my compost, and I'm just going to whisk them together until it's all blended. That's all you need to do there. So now this comes a quick whisking, because when it's warm, when your milk is warm, you want to whisk the eggs in there quickly so it don't scramble. So you're going to go all in until it's all combined, and that's 2 full eggs, and whisking until it's done, or all combined. So now after you've blended in those 2 eggs, now you're going to gradually put in there all of those dry ingredients and continue whisking again quickly so it don't stick to the bottom or turn into lumps. So you want to do this for about 5 to 10 minutes or 5 minutes continuously, and then we'll check as it goes.
Kind of exercise.
Yeah, well, like you can stop like this, and then whisk again, because we wanted to make sure that all of that delicious mixture is in through. And then we're pretty much is going to keep going like that until it starts to thicken.
And lumpy free.
And no lumps in our custard. Our moms wouldn't like us. Now, as you can see, it's starting to bubble there, and it's starting to thicken. It's a nice smooth mixture. So what I'm going to do is turn off the heat, and I'm going to pour in there 2 teaspoonfuls of vanilla, and then I'm going to bring it back to my countertop. I'm going to bring it to my countertop and show you what that looks like. So now this is pretty much what it's going to look like when it comes off the heat. And then we're going to take it and pour it into a bowl, because now you're going to put it in your fridge to set. But what we're going to do with this is to prevent it. Now, unless you want to pour it right now into all separate dessert dishes, you can do that. I'm going to get the rest of that now in a second, Raymond.
Yeah.
You can do that, but if you just want to make one big one, you just take a piece of clear wrap, and you take. I left that little bit in the dipper for you. Did you notice that?
I'll definitely clean out that.
Yes,
bowl,
you noticed that.
pan
I
or
said, no, if I
whatever.
take all of that, no, that's not very nice. You can sample this and see if it's sweet enough for you, but I don't want it any sweeter than we got it. And this is what you do. And the reasons for this, I'm going to tell you. But that's all you need to do there. I just add a little taste too, and it's very good. But I'm going to have another little taste after when it's nice and set. The reasons for putting the plastic over the top and touching the custard is because it'll stop having that hard film over the top. We call it hard crust, and nobody wants that because you got to peel that off, and it's not appealing. This way, when you take that plastic or clear wrap off, it will be nice and the same all around. So I'm going to put this one in the fridge and take out the one that I already got done, and let's put it together and show you what it looks like. In the fridge it goes, and I'll take out the other one. So now I'm going to get the one that I already got made. Oh my gosh, it just looks absolutely delicious. Now let's put it out into our bowls. So now what I'm going to use here today is Raymond's mother's dessert bowls.
Oldies but goldies, aren't they?
Oh my gosh, and they are, I don't know. I don't know, probably
I'm not going to
70.
say that because it tells my age.
It tells your age. 70 years old or more. Not your age, no.
No.
This is, just look at it, this delicious custard. Oh, lovely. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start dressing up these bowls. So you can just let everyone scoop what they want. Is a serving for anywhere from 4 to 6, depending on how you're going to serve it. I got some crushed up cookies here, and you could use graham cracker crumbs. You could use whatever you like in there as your base. Now, let me show you what to do next. Now, when we were youngsters, we used to call this pudding as well. It almost reminds us of those pudding cups that you would buy in the store. Only, you just made this right from scratch. Now, I can fill this up more than that, but if we want to make this for 4 to 6 people, let's not do that, right? So I'm going to put on there a couple of frozen raspberries, because I find when I buy them fresh, they go bad quick, and this way frozen always lasts that little bit longer. So pop it on there. I'm going to also put in there a little bit of cinnamon on the top. Now that's optional because that just gives it that nice cozy taste, and some added chocolate. So I'm just using a chocolate bar here now that I'm grating over the top. Now how lovely is that? Can you see yourself having some of this today? Yum. So now before I have a taste of this delicious dessert, when you're cooking your custard, I guess I forgot to tell you to add in there a little bit of nutmeg, because nutmeg makes everything delicious, and a little pinch of sea salt. Just a pinch with the top of your finger and toss in there. That's all you need to do. And if you don't want a chocolate dessert, just eliminate the cocoa powder, the brown sugar, and I guess that's it. And then just cook it the way that I showed it. I'll leave it in my recipe, and that way you'll know what you need to do, and of course the coffee. But that's it. I'm gonna have a taste. Oh my gosh, Raymond, I got yours there, but you gotta wait. You gotta wait because you'll be over there
Chomping away.
Oh my gosh, Raymond. I'm gonna say, drop dessert delicious. I'm gonna take this and run very shortly, but the flavor's going through there. I love chocolate, anything chocolate, and a chocolate homemade custard, yum. 2 thumbs up. I can't wait for you to make it. So if you're only making this custard for yourself, after you've done that a clear wrap on the top of your custard and you take it off after it sets. You don't need to put that there anymore. You can have that in, I always say a locked container, but a container with a lid. I say a locked container so we can keep it from raining, but not necessarily yourself. And that will stay in the
You tell
fridge.
too many secrets.
That will keep in the fridge for a week, just for you to nibble on it yourself. It's not a sweet taste. It's definitely something that you will enjoy any time of the year. So now, let me tell you a little bit about how you can get this recipe. Of course, I always put it in under this video. It's either a C more or an arrow pointing down by the comment area. Also, you can send me a message at bonita'skitchen@gmail.com. I can send it to you there. On our website, www.bonita'skitchen.com, our Facebook page where we post all of our up-and-coming recipes and old and new ones, or right here on YouTube. So we're not going to take any more of your time. We surely know it's precious. And I know that it's only supposed to be a quick recipe, not a long video. So we do want to thank our paid members. We so appreciate all of your support. We appreciate all of our subscribers to date, and we welcome new subscribers. So on behalf of myself,
And me, of course.
Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours, you
have
a wonderful day. Take the dessert and run.
Here I come.
Spicy, a journey.